Well, we now have all the walls in the house except for the partition wall between the kitchen and living room. And we can put our cap plates on the top, the second top plate on the wall. And that's okay because this wall here, this tall wall, won't have a cap plate on it. And so we just want to tie all these other walls together with their second top plate or the cap plate. And the idea of doing that is that we're going to overlap the joints, like here on the corner, we're going to overlap that joint. So this one running side to side is going to overlap this side all the way to the end. And then where you have intersections partway in the wall, this cap plate is going to overlap the end wall, and it just ties it all together and makes it much more sturdy. So we're going to start with some plate material, and I'm going to take that plate material over to the back side of the house. Let's see what we have going on here. I'm going to try this again. I'm going to select it, right click, copy, paste. There we go. Now we got it. Come over here. I want it to go from side to side on the house. So I need to turn it 90 degrees. So I'll turn it 90 degrees and then pick it up and put it up here on the house. Now, on this corner, as you can see, we need to extend this piece all the way over to the ends so it overlaps there. And then here at this intersection, we want it to go full length all the way through so it ties all of these together. So this one piece will do all of that. So I will move that bottom corner, select the bottom corner, snap it to this corner. And now we're overlapping here and we are overlapping here. Okay, the next piece will go on, will be over here somewhere, and it will continue on this way. We could do that now, I suppose, be just as easy. So I will accept what I want to do. I don't want to use that piece. Now I want to use this piece because it's going the same direction, or it's going the correct direction. So I'll bring that up here, snap the top, bring it over here to the top. And once again, all I'm trying to do is make sure everything overlaps. And so I do have an overlap on the joint here, so that's good. That takes me all the way to here. Now here, I can't go any further because this one's going to overlap this direction and this one's going to overlap this direction. So I don't want to do anything else there. What I'll do now is come around to the front side. And I just kind of work from my corners in and then from my interior walls out and make sure I get all of the pieces that I need. So I'm going to paste another board up here and snap it to the outside corner. Now I've overlapped here, so that's good. And then I'll overlap here. The wall ended here, so I'll overlap here. So I need to cut this back to the inside of the wall. Double click on it and use my push-pull tool and push it back to there. Okay, so now that one looks really good. Now this one's going to overlap this way and come over, so I can put another piece in there. So I'll set this one down and pick it up at the corner, bring it over and snap to this corner. Okay, so that piece is fine. Now I'll still overlap this, you know, that splice is real close, so I think I'm going to go from the other direction. I think I will move this board down all the way over here so it overlaps this one. The way I'm going to do that is by snapping it here, and then I'll move it this direction, 5.5. There, now it's sitting exactly where it needs to be. It's lined up with the wall. I have a good solid cap plate over that splice, and then I can put that end piece in here, and then I'll fill it in with a little piece. Then once you get the corners in and the interior partitions overlapping the exterior walls, then you can just fill in little pieces where they need to be filled in at. And that'll work out pretty good. Okay, I need to have one here. So let's see. I've got to kind of figure out what to do next. I'm going to copy that piece and paste it right. I don't want to do that one yet because I have to do that other one over here. It's kind of tricky figuring out exactly which ones to do first. I'm just going to set this down for now. Okay. And try to decide which one I want to do. I guess I want to do this little piece here because it has to overlap this side, and it has to go in before these other ones can go in. And so I will take that last piece that I set down here and I'll move it up here and I'll set it in place. I'll snap to there right on top of that piece. Then I can just move it along the green axis by 0.5, and then I know that it covers it up and it's lined up perfectly. Okay, one thing you want to make sure is that you get them lined up directly on top of each other. It's really easy in the field to do that because you're actually seeing the wood, but in SketchUp it's a little more difficult. Double click and push pull, and I'll push that one back to here. Now when I get done putting these plates on, some of these are going to have exterior plate tags. I'll have to modify the tags to make sure they all work. The next piece that goes on, I think I want to put this little piece on here because it'll overlap this end and overlap that end. So I'll copy this little one and I'll paste it over here. I'll come on top and move it, rotate it around so I can get it at 90 degrees. Kind of hard to do when I'm at that angle. So I'll get up here at this angle, rotate it around at 90 degrees, select the corner, snap it to there. So I've overlapped that corner and I've overlapped this wall. So this one's going to work out just fine. I'll push it back to there. Okay, now let's see the next one we should do. At this point, I could do these two here because they're going to go from this cap plate all the way to the end of the wall. That'd be fairly easy to do. I can take this member and copy it, paste it over here. And these are going to both be the same size. So once I put one of them in and trim it back, I can just copy it and use it for the other side. So I'll put this one in place like that. And then I need it to overlap the exterior wall, which it's doing right now. And then I'll double click on it and push it back to the wall. And now that plate's done. So I need to copy that. That would be an exact duplicate over here. And I'll set it out to here, come and grab the bottom. Right, or maybe the top would work. Get a hold of the top. Bring it over here. I didn't get the top. There we go. Now I've got the top. Okay, so now that one's in place. And it should be the correct size. I don't have to trim everything. We got those in place. Now I can put this little one in between here. And I'll copy and paste this one in place. And then I just need to shorten it a little bit. So you see how this is working? We just make sure everything is overlapped on the corners and make sure they're overlapped where they intersect the wall, and then just fill in between. And you'll do this with all of them. Now I can put these two in here. That'll come out from here, overlap this wall, and then I can fill in all the little pieces over here that needs to be on this wall. And then I'll continue going all the way around the exterior and inside. See this little one here? That's going to be really similar to this piece, and it needs to go in first so that we have, let's see, I'm going to move it this direction, 5.5. Because it overlaps on both ends, I need to put it in first, and then I can fill the other pieces around. And it's not quite the same size as you can see. So I need to shorten it just a little bit. Go to my push-pull tool and push it in to there. Okay. And once you get the corners and the intersections overlapped, just fill in the other pieces, fill in the rest of the cap plate with smaller pieces. And then your cap plate will be finished and we'll be ready to move on to trusses.